All right, ladies, welcome to our Women Empowerment Call. Let me know where you're from, which country, which city. Let's light up that chat box. So let me know. And we are going to be starting. Oh, I'm so excited for this call today. So excited. It is going to be amazing. So we've got Manchester in the house, we've got rugby, we've got UK, we've got Kent, Essex, Birmingham, UK again, we've got Keighley. Wow. We've got Croydon. And okay, I just did that because someone had to take a picture for the WhatsApp groups. I hope you got that, Kieran. We've got Watford as well, amazing. Okay, I'll do it again. So I hope you got that, okay? I hope you've got that. She's sending me some messages. Okay, she got it. Awesome. So ladies, welcome to our Women Empowerment Call. My name is Mandeep Soki. I'm your host for tonight. And a bit about myself and my background. I come from Leicester. I'm the eldest of 4 children, and I come from an Asian Indian background. My parents taught me, this way or the highway. And that was, go to school, get a good job, get good grades, etc. I did all those things. And I suppose a lot of us women find ourselves in the same position, in that, we've done all these things, we get married, we have kids, we buy a house, we buy a bigger house, and so the story goes. However, there is something that sometimes holds us back a lot, and that is the topic of finance, the topic of money. And I remember when I started my journey in entrepreneurship, nearly 4 years back, and I was questioning, I'm working and then I'm coming home, eat, sleep, and then working and coming home, eat, sleep, and I'm 5 days in a box and 2 days of freedom. If you can relate to what I'm saying, I want you to put number 5 in the chat box. Okay, I'm just choosing a random number there, but if you can relate to exactly what I just said, I want you to put number 5 in the chat box, where you're in a box for 5 days a week, and then 2 days of freedom, where you get to see the hubby, the wife, the kids, whatever it is. And then it's back to the same thing. And I can see a lot of 5s in the chat box, a lot. Then you get the odd holiday a year. You get the odd holiday a year because your boss allows you to do that. And I just felt that I don't want to live that. Nah, I don't want to do that. I want to live something that's not an ordinary life, but an extraordinary life. I want to be able to impact people. I want to be able to impact my parents, my future children. I want to be able to impact the world in a certain way. And this is where things really, sort of started, especially from a empowering women perspective. And I decided that I wanted to really empower the world of women out there, because from my perspective, I mean, my biggest role model was and still is my own mum. I really respect and love her. So mum, I know you're watching right now, so love you to bits. But the key thing is that I wanted to empower women, and I thought, well, you know what, my mum is a very strong woman, and I want to be able to impact the lives of other women in a certain way. And that's where the whole idea of women empowerment came into play. I started this organization to help women, and as part of our platform, we help women towards their spiritual empowerment, emotional development, financial empowerment, of course. And the ladies that are going to be talking today, they're all about becoming and being financially independent. So this is, sort of our hot topic, and what we're going to focus on. So we're going to have a selection of really amazing women on this call. And for some of them, it's their first time speaking on a Zoom call. Okay. And it can be nerve-wracking. It can be really nerve-wracking. So when they do come on, please support them by putting a lot of fire in the chat box. A lot of, we'll do them in order. So number 1 for the first speaker, lots of number 1s, numbers 2s, 3s, 4s. There's going to be 4 speakers on tonight, and I'm going to be having a Q&A with them about their experiences in life, about financial freedom and entrepreneurship, developing within that spirit within, because growing up, I didn't have that many female role models as far as the empowerment section was concerned. I mean, I got all the empowerment towards getting in the kitchen and running a household and all these sort of things. But when it came to the topic of money and finance and investing, multiplying, compounding, and standing on my own 2 feet, I didn't really have someone there. And this is one of the main purposes of starting this, this group, this empowerment group, to help women to see that, look, there is a certain way you can become, ladies, whatever you wish to become, just by having that desire and focus to do it, which is really, really important. So we are going to bring on our first speaker of the evening. And you know what? She is an absolute boss lady. I actually met her literally about sort of maybe 3-4 months ago now. She is originally from Fiji, which is miles away near Australia. And, she's all the way actually living now in Nottingham with her partner. And, she is all for women empowerment, financial freedom. She's a very, very strong personality. So I wanted to bring her on this call. So let me put some music on while we welcome, put some 1s and some 5s in that chat box while we welcome her into this call. Kalani, how are you doing? Let's hear from you.
Oh, hi, Mandy. Hello, everyone.
Woo! Kalani, how you doing?
Thank you, and you?
Yes, very, very well, very, very well. It's absolutely phenomenal to have you here. Massive warm welcome to you. And you're our first speaker of the evening. So we're very, very lucky. We're very, very excited to hear from you. So firstly, tell us a bit more about, your background and, where you're from and occupation, and over to you.
Thank you, Mandip. Yeah, like Mandip said, my name is Kulani and I'm originally from Fiji. I left Fiji 11 years ago to join my husband, who is currently in the armed forces, graduated from university, work in the banking industry, but changed career path when I moved over to the UK, which is, what I'm doing right now, social work. Yeah, apart from that, I'm doing trading and being an independent business owner for I Am Academy.
Wow. Amazing. So Kalani, you've obviously got a background in social care, and looking after people and working in the job. So what inspired you to sort of think, okay, financial freedom, I need to do something and I need to do it now? So where did that sort of thought process come in?
I think just like you, Mandip, I thought there's more to life than working 8 hours a day. That hence the reason why I started exploring out of my current job. And that's when the opportunity landed in front of me, the platform that I'm currently in right now, the I Am Academy. So yeah.
100%. So I know that you're very excited about women becoming the best version of themselves, and I know you're always in a constant state of improvement and development. So how can women strive to be that? How can they be the best version of themselves?
Well, I think I've got 2 points that I wanted to share from those, from becoming the best version of yourself. And I know a lot of people have probably heard this before, but there's nothing wrong with repeating things over and over again, because, as we all know that when you're hearing things over and over again, what it does, it drives out that doubt, and also it leads to action. So the 2 things that, I believe that you could do to become the best version of yourself is, the first one is just focus on personal development. I mean, these are the 2 things that I apply to my own personal life. As women, we can be, easily complacent with things that we are doing with our routine. So I just want to encourage us to, to focus on that. Focus on your personal development, pick up a book, whatever book that you feel like it'll help you in your growth. Read that and apply whatever you're reading, because personal development is a very powerful thing, because as long as we're living, we need to be growing, because when we stop growing, that's when we become complacent in things. And the second thing is, which is, I find is very powerful, it's the power of association, the people you choose to have that dominant voice over you. There's a saying that goes, show me your friend and I will show you your future. So I guess the question we got to ask ourselves is, who are we hanging out with? Who are we talking to every day? Are the women we're hanging out with, are they uplifting us? Are they giving us that positive advice that we need? Are they driven? Or are we hanging out with people that are full of negativity, that are judgmental? Because I totally believe that who we allow into our life, they won't only influence our character, but they will influence our future. So yeah, those are the 2
100%.
things.
I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. And I know you're an avid book reader. I know you like your audios, your books, your personal development. So what sort of books would you recommend to the women to just kind of read in their own time?
Well, I'll just show the 2 books I'm reading at the moment. One of them is this. It's Cleaning Up Your Mental Mess. Don't know if you can see that.
Oh,
It's
wow. Yeah.
It's by Dr. Caroline Leaf. This is one of the books that really helped me. Like around June, I was going through this season because I lost my mom, and this grieving season where I felt like I was going down a spiral because I really miss her a lot, and there was a lot of things going in my head. So I picked up this book, and this was one of the things that really helped me pick myself up again. So it focused a lot on detoxing your mindset and anxiety, stress. So I would highly recommend it if if you want to just do that, just detox your mind from things, because a lot of times, like, things we listen to, there's a lot of things that we listen to, and if we're not careful, the things that we listen to can actually be the factor that that contributes to our decision making. So yeah, Dr. Caroline Leaf, Cleaning Up Your Mental Mess, and the famous David Immuneci, Conceive, Believe, and Achieve. So those are the 2 books I'm currently reading, and I would strongly recommend that to any of the ladies that's on the call tonight.
Wow, Kalani, thank you for that. And any sort of personal message you'd like to leave with the ladies on how to have a rest of a fantastic 2021?
I think just be yourself. Like, don't allow, because a lot of times, there are people around us that will always try and pull us back from what we are wanting to achieve in life. So my advice would be, stay focused on your goal and your dreams, surround yourself with the right people, plant yourself in the right environment, because when you do that, then whatever you put your focus on, it will come into fruition.
Wow, that's amazing. Ladies, let's put some fire in that chat box for Kalani Volavola, all the way from Nottingham. That was literally amazing. So thank you, Kalani. That was really, truly something spectacular. Honestly, as always, she is a firecracker, and I can see all the love in the chat box, Kalani. So thank you again for coming on the call. We really appreciate you and your words of wisdom. And of course, Kalani went through something, quite drastic this summer, and for her to be in a position to come onto a call like this and speak and just open up her heart, wow. I mean, I'm really, really touched, and I'm blessed that we have someone as strong as you, Kalani, who's part of our lives. You came onto this call. I called her a couple of days ago and I said, can you do a testimonial? And she said, yeah, no problem. So again, Kalani, really, really appreciate you. You're such a boss woman, and see you next week in Nottingham. So I will be there again. So that was Kalani all the way from Nottingham. And, she's really, really all about developing, ourselves to become the best version of us. So speaking of becoming the best, I've got another lady on the call who is another firecracker, and she's actually in the UK, all the way from Dewsbury, which is near Leeds, up north. She's in her early 40s. She's a housewife, and something actually happened to this particular lady because she felt, okay, do you know what? I've got to do something. I've got my daughter, she's 4.5 years old, but I want to be able to impact in a certain way. And, from she's a mother, she's a housewife, but she decided that she wants more. She wants more. And maybe some of you, can relate to the situation where you've been serving your family for so long, your family, your children, your husband, your partner, your in-laws, and now you're thinking, it's my turn, it's my time to win. And this is exactly what she said. So I'm going to just bring her on this call. So Nazia, let's hear it from you. Let's get some number 2s in that chat box and hear from Nazia. Are you there?
Yeah, hi.
Hi, woo! Okay, Nazia, wow. Looking absolutely fabulous right there. Nazia, thank you so much. I know it's your first time speaking on this call. How do you feel?
Amazing. I'm on fire.
Oh my God, I love it. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming onto this call. Nazia, tell us a bit more about your background and, how I know you obviously were connected through this platform, but firstly, start with your background.
Right, okay, I'm 43. Married. I've been married for nearly 6 years. My daughter's 4.5 years old. I've not been in work now for nearly 12 years. I've had a few health problems, quite severe actually, and I've not been able to work. And because no one will employ me, because obviously they pay sick pay and they don't want to take someone with me with illnesses like I have, and they won't take me on. So I've just been watching a lot of daytime TV over these years. There's so much Jeremy Kyle you can watch, But now I've been with the IM Academy now, coming up to 2 months, and it's amazing. I feel like a totally different person. I wake up early in the morning with a big smile on my face, thinking brilliant, And normally I'll just drag myself out of bed thinking, oh, another morning, gotta get up. But now I'm actually enjoying life because there's something for me to do and achieve in life.
Yeah.
And I did that before. 2 months earlier, I didn't have this.
Yeah. So what changed, Nazia? Because you've gone from, sort of exploring this opportunity, and life was the same for you, for so long. And like you said, employers are going to look at a certain history and things like that, because that's the way of the job. That's the job world, that, they want to see a consistent history of some sort. So what changed in you? You were given this opportunity. So why did you sort of say yes to financial empowerment for yourself?
It's because obviously in the past, I've had my own money. I was financially independent. And then I had my lovely dad. You can always ask your dad for money. But when I got married, I don't know how the women feel about this, but I just couldn't ask my husband for money. And I just felt, this is not right. And even though he does, give me money, but I always find it hard, like I said, and I just wanted that bit of financial independence where I can do whatever I want. I can go to the shops without asking my husband all the time. And we were actually, funny enough, we were actually discussing this today. And I said, how would you feel? Would you be able to ask money from me if you stopped working? And he said, no, it'd be very difficult. And because obviously I was a proud person before, pride, and it was a bit of a shock. But then I met the lovely Shabnam, and everything then changed. And I think for me, it's so important to learn new skills and throughout your life. And I love learning. And because even though I've got health problems, my brain is still active.
Yeah.
And just wanted to do something. And I know I can achieve things in life. And this is something that I've always wanted to do. And I remember telling my husband 2 years ago that, I want to learn about Forex, but I just couldn't find the right platform because there's so much, you Google it and so many come up and you don't know who to go with. And then they met Shabnam, who's a lovely lady, and I thought, she's just like me, same age, it's got to be fine. If she's saying it's brilliant, it's going to be brilliant. And we met up and I remember meeting yourself there and it took off from there. And
everything changed.
Everything. I have been watching videos in bed, instead of Netflix. I've even stopped going on TikTok, Instagram, and I'm just glued to it. And it's just amazing. I can't believe that I can now actually trade and do things that I couldn't do 2 months before. And it looks very difficult to the eye. It looks very difficult when you see all these lines and these trend lines, thinking, oh, I can't do this. But then when you sit down, and I think the key to it is education. If you can sit down and learn something new, there's nothing better than that. And being able to implement it and make something for yourself, make a name for yourself, and, have, extra income, which is brilliant.
Wow. I mean, one thing I really need some fires here, because look, Nazia has just said that a couple of months ago, she would have been in bed scrolling through TikTok and watching Netflix. And now she's part of a platform which is financially empowering her and stimulating her brain. That deserves some fires. That deserves some 777s, 1010s. That is something that is amazing, because how many people out there are wasting time on social media? They're wasting their life, their moments. They're literally scroll. But why not to educate yourself? And Nazia, I absolutely love that. It is amazing that you decided to make a decision to do that. So I know you've got, you know, your beautiful 4.5-year-old daughter. What advice would you give her in relation to money and finance? Because obviously, you know, a lot of us are taught, okay, save your money, or maybe our parents don't tell us anything about money. So now that you know about, you know, growing money and you're learning it, what now would you say to her?
I mean, at the moment she's 4.5, but I want to teach her the value of money. And also, I think it's very important to teach people, even older children and adults, is to learn to respect money, because I feel that success with money begins when you learn to respect money, which I think is very important. And also teach her how to be responsible and feel confident, you know, when it comes to financial decisions. I want her to grow up and able to save money, but not just stick it in a bank account where, you know, you just earn 0.0001 interest or something like that. I want her.
That is true.
It's true, isn't it? And I want for her to be able to invest money, you know, compound her money, multiply her money, and, you know, create a huge portfolio for herself, a financial portfolio. And I wanted to achieve success in saving and investing, and so she can lead, you know, a comfortable life later on. You know, I don't want her to think, you know, how am I going to pay my next mortgage payment? Oh, gas bills arrived. I don't want her to worry about things like that. I want her to enjoy life. You know, that's what we want for our children. And if we can teach them from a very young age how to save and respect money, you know, the sky's the limit.
Well, I believe every woman completely agrees with that, Nazia. I mean, this is just amazing, everything you're coming out with. So one last question is I want to ask you is that what advice would you give to the women on the call on how to, you know, become the best of themselves? Any lasting messages, anything you'd like to leave the crowd with?
I think the most important thing is to believe in yourself. 12 years ago when I became really ill, I thought, this is it, you know, my life's over. I couldn't walk. I didn't step out the house for 2 years, and I thought my life was over. And I always had that belief, you know, afterwards that, you know, I'm going to get better, you know, I can still do things. And I was just waiting for the right opportunity. I mean, I went through mental illness and everything. I still do suffer from depression. But even now, you know, I feel with the academy, I feel brilliant, you know. And if you believe in yourself, you can achieve anything in life. You know, you can go any direction, you know, and achieve the unbelievable, really. And but just again, you know, believe in yourself, and anything in life is possible. And you've just got to put that little bit of effort in, and you can change the direction of your life any way you want to go. And for me, I want to make it big with I Am Academy. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I've gained so much knowledge and I've gained skills. So thank you, Shabnam, if she's there. And thank you, Mandeep. It's so far it's been an amazing experience.
Wow, wow, wow. Ladies, let's give it up for Nazia all the way from Dewsbury. What a firecracker. What a firecracker. Nazia, you are amazing. Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate you. Woo! Things are heating up. Things are heating up in here. Honestly, it is just amazing. And you know, to see the power you know, in these women, they all individually have a story to share. And this is why I was on their case to say, you have to come on, you have to give your testimony, you have to speak to these women, because you do not know who, I mean, it could be all of you, it could be some of you, but someone is going to be inspired, you know, to do bigger, better things for themselves, for their families, whatever it is. So Nazia, that was amazing. I was on the edge of my seat then. So I just want to say thank you. You know, we really did enjoy that. So appreciate your time right there. So now we're on to our third lady, and she's actually all the way from the USA. Woo! So USA, Ohio, to be precise. And she's actually at university studying business management. She's in her mid-20s. But again, I wanted her to come on here and share her story of why would a student, although I suppose it is pretty obvious, but you know, why would a student want financial empowerment? But you know, she's studying, and you know, isn't it best for her to focus on studies, or you know, why is she kind of doing this? So I'm gonna bring her on this call. And by the way, I love the American accent, so I'm super excited about this. And of course, let's put some number 3s in that chat box for Quenisha all the way. Woo! Hey, from the USA. Hey, Kanisha, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys? Wow,
Yes,
it's really people on this call.
I
This is
know. It's literally crazy. But how are you doing anyway?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much for having me on this call. This has literally been this is my first call, so just bear with me. But I'm super, super, super excited to be here.
I'm sure, you know what, you're always confident. I know we're always, calling each other daily and having lots of, conversations. So super excited to hear from you. So tell us a bit about yourself, your background, and, over to you.
Okay, so first, you guys all know I'm originally from Columbus, Ohio. My first name, Quenisha Cutchamber. I'm 25 years old. I'm currently a university student at Ohio State University. And, I decided to take on this business because not only that I'm studying, network marketing and business management, but I decided to, go further and deeper into my education. So I looked at network marketing and I saw that this would be an amazing opportunity for me. And, it just went sky from there. It went from 0 to 10 in like 2 weeks. And I just really love this business and this platform because not only that it taught me, skill set and, multiplying money and, just being amazing with it, but it just taught me like skill set and just mindset and just how I worked with things. So it's really amazing.
Wow, that's really good to hear. So tell us a bit about why you've decided to come into a business. I mean, did you want to wait? Did you not want to wait till after uni, or kind of go into the job world, or are you still going to go into a job, or how is that gonna work for you?
So I'm still, currently holding off until I graduate college, but I did decide to, stick on trading for a while, only because it's really easy and it's a great skill set. It's a great skill set, and everything comes in one. So it's something that I really love and I really want to just explore more in. And it just gives you lots of opportunities that not a real job offers. So that's why I decided to just stick with it. And it's going amazing. I honestly just love it. I love it.
Smiles all around, hey, which is really great to see. And I know we were having a conversation earlier, that obviously in the job world, you have in the job world you have a ceiling of income. So it depends on your boss will dictate your salary. So the way that we live now, ladies, the car that you drive, the watch, if you wear a watch, the jewelry that you have on, the shoes that you wear, the bag that you have, everything is dictated by the income that's flowing into your bank account right now. And so understanding money is a really big part of this. So, Kanisha, once again, congratulations on, actually doing a business as part of your business management course, which is amazing. So my next question to you is, we were discussing role models earlier. You had a few in mind. So tell us a bit about your role models growing up, who you looked up to and who you're inspired by today.
So I would want to say my biggest role model would have to be my mom, because not only that she's like my number one person, with me growing up with 3 brothers and me being the only girl, me and my mom grew a nice strong bond, and she's always been there for me since day one. She's always supported me, whatever I want to do in life and, however I want to achieve. So I would say my mom's my biggest role model. She's amazing. Even though I am 25, I still look at my mom and my dad as like my biggest supporters in life. Like they're just they just wake me up every morning. They just keep a smile on my face. And I just love it. I love it. It's amazing.
So the thing is, do they, because obviously we've got a few young entrepreneurs on the call, do they know you're doing the business? Are they supportive? Are they, what's their opinion of you going into entrepreneurship?
So my parents love it. They love it. They're honestly more excited than I am.
Oh, wow.
Honestly, as I was, like, I remember telling my mom and sitting her down, and I was like, I really love trading Forex, and this is something that I really want to do in life. And she goes, she actually said these words, Mandeep. She's like, baby girl, you can do whatever you want to do. And I was like, oh, thanks. So ever since then, I just been striding forward with this dream that I have and the I Am Academy. And it's just very powerful. So my parents support it 100%, and I support it too.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And for the young entrepreneurs on the call, I know there's a lot of young people on the call. It's about having that belief that you can do it. And this platform is helping so many young people. So Quenisha, what, in your opinion, why is financial empowerment for women so important? Why not just, obviously I know we're not going to talk about just getting to a job and that's it, and because this is all about empowerment, but in your opinion, why do you feel for a woman they should have their own money?
So in my opinion, and this is an easy question for me to answer. So, with me growing up with 3 brothers, I was always like the head of the family. I was always like the number one, the responsible one. So I was always taught by my mom and dad to always lean on myself, to always, bring in your own money, cook your own food, just be an adult and just depend on yourself. Because not always, no one's ever going to be able to depend on a man to do those things for you. So I was always taught to just bring home everything on your own and, just financially support yourself. And honestly, let me tell y'all, I love it. I love it. I pay my own car insurance. It's just something that's really been, and, it's not only that it's good for women, but it's just that, the responsibility that we have. It's always good to just have it instead of having someone depend on you. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, 100%. I bet your parents are so proud of you, Kanisha. I mean, that's absolutely amazing. So what number are you in the children line? So there's 4 of you. So what number are you?
So I'm actually the second oldest. So my older brother's 28. I'm currently 25. My other brother's 24. My younger brother's 23. So we're all in our 20s.
Wow, you're all in your 20s. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, power to you, lady boss. You're the only girl in that family, but you're in your brothers, I mean, and the siblings, but you're going strong. So any lasting messages for the ladies on the call?
For me, it's just, I would just say, stay happy, stay grateful, wake up every morning. I have a Bible that I read, a Bible scripture that I read every morning. So I'm just so happy and grateful that I'm here sitting in front of you today, Mandeep, and 45 other people on this call. I am nervous inside. I don't know if you can tell.
No, we can't tell, darling. You're absolutely fine. You look great, you're smiling, so we can't tell.
But I'm just really excited. I would just say keep pushing, keep moving forward, and don't let anybody tell you what you can't do. You're your own person, your own boss. So just achieve your goals and just stay happy.
Wow, amazing. Let's give it up for Kanisha all the way from Ohio. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Thank you.
Wow. What a firecracker. So young as well, mid-20s, on fire. And I absolutely love it. So for the young entrepreneurs and women on the call, there is hope, and just keep going, do your research on what you're looking to do, whether you're looking to go into entrepreneurship or exploring a platform, and it can massively make a difference to you. And I loved what Kanisha said, the way her parents have taught her to be independent and do things herself and just get on with it. And again, Kanisha, thank you for saying something that I don't hear often, which is be happy. Just be happy. That's what it's all about. And sometimes we get caught up in, the mundane routines and trying to do things for other people, but then we forget about ourselves in the process, so that is really, really important. Love that. And hopefully we're going to see you again soon, on another one of our calls in the future. So ladies, this brings us to the last speaker of the evening. And again, what can I say? I know I keep saying they're all power women and firecrackers because they really are. But this particular lady, she's actually from near Bradford in a town called Keighley. She's a mother of 6 children, 6 beautiful children. And, she got married in her early 20s. Okay, she got married in her early 20s. And, she's got 4 of those children. Okay, 4 of those 6 children are girls. And so she's, really, really inspired them to be the best of themselves. I have a lot of conversations with this lady. And, when I said to her, tell me a bit about your background, she said, I've been a housewife and I've served my family. And now it's my turn. And I said, good. I said, good for you, Shabnam. So let's give it up. You've probably heard her before. Let's give it up for Shabnam Khan, all the way from Bradford in the UK. Put some 4s in the chat box and some fires. Let's hear from Shabnam. Woo! Wow, Shabnam looking absolutely fantastic. I'm loving the red. Okay, I'm loving the red scarf. It's amazing. And I just need to unmute you as well. She's a lady of power, this one. Okay, so let's hear from you. Shabnam, how are you doing?
Hello. Hi, Mandeep, and well done to all the fantastic women that have been on this call. Amazing testimonials and their experience to listen to and hear. Absolutely inspired. And as always, I say love speaking to you, Mandeep. You and this platform has completely changed my life.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And by the way, I didn't tell her to say that. Okay, so this is all her. This is all okay. But Shabnam, tell us a bit. I mean, I've briefed the ladies, but tell us a bit more about you, your background, and over to you.
Yeah, I come from a strict family, a Muslim family, where girls supposed to, girls go to school, educate, and then before getting their degree, it's more important to get married. So I never managed to complete my education. So I always say I got married, and my marriage certificate was my degree.
Wow. Wow, ladies, put some fire in that, or maybe they don't want to put fire in it. I don't know how they feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 43 now. I was 20 back then, and I got married. My first child happened before my first anniversary, so I became a mum fairly quickly, and it was quite easy to sort of fit in that role, because marriage, then a baby, and then because I moved into an extended family, I live with my in-laws just under 3 years, and obviously it was a big change. I mean, the thing that I really enjoyed was I myself come from a large family, got 6 siblings, mom, dad, grandma. So moving into an extended family was easy to adjust, but it's still very difficult. It's always difficult for a newbie. How are you going to fit in? You don't say the wrong words, things like that. But I always say, that's my perspective. But coming from a mother-in-law's perspective, I always think it might be difficult for her getting her daughter-in-law on board as well, because she might also be feeling, oh my God, what if she's not managing to fit the role of being a mother-in-law as well? So, it's always, you have to balance it together. You have to, whether you're a daughter-in-law, mother-in-law. I mean, I had a sister-in-law living with us as well. But I was really I wasn't scared, but I was always worried the fact, how am I going to connect? How am I going to fit in, things like that. But I did quite well. I did quite well.
Wow.
To be honest.
You did quite well. Well, that's good to hear, isn't it? So that's good. So tell us a bit about that transition. So obviously, we were talking earlier. You lived with your in-laws for, was it about 3 years?
Yeah, just under 3 years.
About 3 years. So you were talking about how there wasn't so much financial responsibility, say, on your shoulders because you were in an extended family. Then you made the decision to move out. So tell us a bit about that transition.
I mean, when we were told that, okay, right, guys, you need your own space, you need to move out. So we bought a house fairly young as well. Moving from in-laws to our own house, it was a massive change. Good and bad. Good in the sense that you're like your own boss in your own house. You're more responsible. You're dealing more financially as well, and looking after the family. And like, my husband was a bread earner. I didn't work because I was blessed with 6 children, one after the other, and it was a massive transition, to be honest, because yes, it was exciting. We've got our own place and no one looking over you, and you're a boss, you're a lady boss, or a man boss, you can say as well, you're of your own house. But you become more responsible, you become more responsible financially and family-wise as well. When you get that extra help living with someone, but when you're on your own, it's just you and your child, and your husband's at work, you see. Yeah.
Wow. So the thing is, you obviously, I mean, we've known each other for how long? About a year now?
Yeah, just under a year.
Just under a year. Yeah. So you made the decision 1 year ago to, I'm going to become independent. I'm gonna, come on board with the platform. We're going to work together, and you're going to change things. So from, serving your family for 20 plus years. Yeah. 23 years, sorry, 23
years. I built an empire at home. I always say I served and built an empire at home for 23 years. And I've always been career minded. I've always been wanting to do something different for myself, for my family, for my kids, for my husband. But just didn't know what to do and where to go about it, because my priorities, were with my children. And this opportunity came my way, and I always say it was a godsend opportunity, which was the biggest change and biggest, best decision of my life.
Wow. Okay. So you went from, I'm going to I've served my family to, I'm going to do this. I'm going to start. And obviously, Shabnam and I, we actually, working together towards financial empowerment, a bit on the forex, the crypto side, empowering women to win. So Shabnam, my question to you is, you went from housewife and mum for 23 years to then saying, you know what, I want to do this for myself. I'm going to change things, and I'm going to make something for myself. So tell us a bit about that.
Well, I'll be completely honest. I kept it quiet. My partner didn't know. First time I did something on my own, only because if it works, I'll tell him. If it doesn't work, I'll quietly exit so nobody has to know. So when it worked for me and he found out, he realized one day, oh, what's she doing on a laptop? Because I didn't know how to open a laptop at all. Learning the academy, learning the strategies, learning everything from scratch, from opening a laptop to analyzing the charts, which I do independently now. It's been a massive, massive change. And if I can do it at this age, anybody can do it. I always say it, to my family, to my friends, to my neighbors, anyone can do it. You just need to have that willpower inside you. You want to learn. If you are there to learn, the effort you put in, you will get the rewards for it as well.
100%. And what obviously you were, how many children are you part of? What's the number?
I'm the eldest in my family. Yeah, I've got younger siblings. Yes.
Okay, so there's 7 of you. Right, there's 7 of you. So out of you, so the way you were brought up by your parents would be very different to how, say, you're going to bring up your children, or how you're bringing them up. So what advice would you give to your daughters towards, okay, get on your own feet? Would you tell them to get married early? Would you tell them to, how would that work from your perspective now with them growing up? What would you say to them?
I mean, because I never, no complaints, no doubts or anything like that. But I always say I never managed to complete my education. So for me, education is very important. I'm always empowering them, guys, girls, you need to focus, you need to finish education, and then hopefully, get a good job. But after coming onto this IM Academy, it's completely changed my perspective. It's like, wow, this is an education platform where you are investing and, multiplying your money as well. So it's not always like educate, going to school, colleges, university, and then 9-to-5 jobs. There is something else out there which you can do from the comfort of your own home. Because I got married at the age of 20, I would want my children to be, a bit older than me, a bit wiser than me, a bit more financially secure, financially independent, because having money on you, I'll be honest, money is not everything, but on the other sense, I would say money does bring you happiness. Money gives you that self-confidence as well. Not only you've got it in your pocket, but that confidence, that boost, you're not relying on anyone, you're not depending on anyone. 100% agree. A woman should be able to, or a daughter, sister, they should be able to know how to save money, multiply money, invest money. And it's the best feeling ever.
Wow. Well, you can see the chat box is going crazy, by the way, Shabnam, because of all the fire that you're giving. And money does give you a choice, 100%. Now, I've got an interesting question for you. There might be some ladies who are looking to, explore entrepreneurship, or maybe, come on board with our academy, or explore different options for themselves financially. And there might be some dream stealers out there. That could be their partner, it could be their children, it could be, people around them. They're saying, well, don't do that because it doesn't look right, or forget that, or you don't need to do that, just stick to what you know. So what advice would you give to the women who want to do something, but they're being held back by maybe people around them?
I mean, for me, I'll only speak from my experience and what I've gone through. For me, the decision, your gut instinct, your gut feeling, how you feel, go by it. When you've got that sense of feeling, you want to do something, achieve something, go for it. Do not hold back. Don't think you want to do it tomorrow, or, next year, or, sometime in the future. When you have that feeling, do not delay, just go for your gut instinct. And you know what? That's the best feeling ever. That's what I did, girls. That's what I did. And today I am here talking about myself, how you can all achieve it as well.
Wow, Shabnam, you're literally on fire tonight, aren't you? Seriously, absolutely. I think the red is really giving the boost. which is great, which is really, really great. So basically you're saying power of association is important as well, isn't it?
100%, because the power of association is important. It can either make you or break you. It can either give you positive vibes, uplift you, uplift you in a sense that you can grow more, not just in weight, grow more.
Yeah, we need to clear that.
Yeah, so grow more, with the mindset, skill set, just feeling that uplifting feeling, just smiling. And if you're around the wrong crowd, you will get nothing but positivity, depression, where you just sort of lock yourself in somewhere as well. Because I'll be honest, been there, done that, I can tick that box. But the best feeling is when you're around the correct person, around the correct association, where you've been and where you can become is a massive achievement. So if you're around the right people, you learn to say no. I'll be honest, learn to say no. If it doesn't tickle your taste buds, as I normally say, don't go for it. Go by your own instinct. You've got a brain, use it. Use it, ladies. Yeah.
100%. Any messages that you'd like to leave with the ladies?
Like I've been listening to John C. Maxwell, and he always says the power of words. It can either make you or break you. So inspire and be inspired. That's what I'd say.
Wow, that's it. Inspired and be inspired.
That's it.
Amazing. Ladies, let's give it up for Shabnam Khan, all the way from near Bradford in the UK. That was just phenomenal, short and sweet, to the point, and that's it. And do you know what? I actually want to say, when I first met Shabnam, I remember we met at a home meeting in Bradford, and she sat there very quiet, not saying anything. We were doing some introductions and she did not say a word. And that was, just under a year ago. And today, September 2021, to see her in this position where she just came on the call, she said her stuff. This is how it is. Believe in yourself, get on with it. Inspired, stay inspired, be inspired, and that was it. I mean, it is just amazing to see how much the power of association matters, because we've been working together. She's worked together with a lot of other ladies as well, and her confidence has grown so much. So I just want to basically thank all of our ladies this evening. Ladies, let's put some number 4s and some 5s in that chat box to really acknowledge the testimonies from, we had Kalani to begin with, then we had the lovely Nazia, followed by Konisha in the USA, and then lovely Shabnam. Every single testimony was truly inspiring. And I'm going to publish this video to YouTube, so do keep an eye out for it. If you are interested in learning more about our program, then do get back to either myself or the person that brought you onto this call, because there is so much that you can do to be inspired. Ladies, stay great, keep believing in yourself, and I look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks' time. Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening. Thank you.